Welcome to that 80s show. What a treat. What a treat. Dori and I very seldom get into studio together. Today we barely got into studio together. Wow. It was
Yes. I was waiting, but eventually you got here.
waiting for a girl like you. I learned today it takes me 17 minutes to get from my house to the studio. I would have been here quicker. I had to get my errand cat inside the house.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that you were...
Barber with treats.
You know, because you told me you just come from gym. So I thought you had to take off your leg warmers and your headband and all that stuff.
No, it's Nudicize. From the new course from Dr. Phil Joffe.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Shout out Dr. Phil Joffe on the episode we did with him. Go back, listen in your stream. Go back to last week. Had a guest slot. Not a guest slot, Dori. A guest slot. The celeb savant. So many celebs he knows.
Yo.
Stories, but I'm glad you're back.
Thanks. I missed you guys.
I know, Dori.
Well, I missed you. I missed everyone. I didn't miss Barrett.
No.
Because I was hanging out with him on Saturday.
You were hanging out with Barrett on Saturday. I really want to talk about that. So we are in quite a golden age for concerts, 80s concerts. We're on the map. Mm-hmm. We're on the retro revival map.
The post-COVID destination of choice.
They definitely know. They're topping up those pension funds. Those 2 years of COVID non-travel brutalized them, and they realize, hey, South Africans, some of them have money, and they will spend money on tickets for people like us. And later in the year, Thomas Anders.
Yes, let's not forget.
OMD, which as it stands in my diary right now, I may not be able to go see them. No, but we're going to make a plan. But before that, Dori went to go see, no thanks to me.
It's all good. I knew I couldn't count on you, so I made another plan.
I'm going to blame the sponsors on this one, right? So I know the media partners for it, and I said, hey, can I get some general access tickets?
Yeah.
And they were like, you got some tickets? We got your tickets. Don't worry, you got your tickets. Cool. Then I realized I can't go. So I was like, oh dear, I am going to... Not a problem. I give my tickets to Dori. General access, no problem.
Yeah.
So when the tickets do come through, I start checking it out and I go, oh no. They say, we can't transfer it because we've put you in VIP. And I'm like, guys, with the band.
Right.
I'm like, guys, you guys never do anything nice for me, ever. And the one time I can't go, you put me in VIP with Deacon Blue.
Yeah.
So, sorry, but luckily you have a better friend than me called Barrett.
I do. The celeb savant.
I want to know, how is Deacon Blue? I love that venue. I love it. Share, regale.
It is a great venue, as long as it's not raining. And luckily, it was not raining.
It was hot, though.
Dude, I was there the week before for Milky Chance, which is not an 80s band. It was 10 degrees hotter the week before. So this Saturday was fine by comparison.
Wow.
It was really fine. Okay, maybe not 10 degrees, but like 5, 6, 7 degrees maybe. It was revoltingly hot the week before, to the point where I just sat under an umbrella eating ice cream the entire time.
Yeah, but you must.
Yeah. So this time, I get there. It's not as hot. Barrett is always right at the front. If you see a guy going mad in the front row of any concerts, it's Barrett, because he's always there and he's always going to be in the front, and he doesn't care about... He is not a VIP person. He would rather be in the front with everyone else.
With the peeps.
With the peeps. Because I don't know if you've been there now. So, because what they've done is they've put the VIP on the side, but you can't actually be right in the middle of the front by the stage if you're in VIP. You're on the side.
Yeah, so to describe, it's a sports ground.
Yes.
So it's like a concert, and it's called, the series, I think they call On the Lawn or something like, I don't know.
No, I don't think
it's not that.
Not that one.
Okay,
no.
so it's a sports ground. I think it's normally used for baseball.
Oh, I don't know.
And
there was cricket at the field next door.
So it's that sort of place, right? Multiple sports.
And archery at the field up top.
Archery?
Just archery. That's where we had to park, was the archery field. I know. Who knew these things happened in Joburg?
Jeez, I really like that. I'm going to go do some archery.
Yeah, I have to say, I was like, I didn't know you could do this, yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
So the VIP is, it's the clubhouse, basically.
And it's on the side.
It's on the side.
So you're in VIP, which is great, but you can't actually get to where Barrett and I were, which was middle of the front row.
That's amazing.
We were right there.
That's amazing.
And I just braved the heat. I did have my umbrella. The security guard shouted at me to take my umbrella down before the show. I said, I promise I'm going to take it down before the show.
You didn't.
Of course, and I took it down because the sun was going down. It was good timing.
Okay, good timing.
But I had the umbrella for all the earlier acts. So, Deacon Blue was one of my absolute favorite bands in the 80s. They are still right up there for me. I can't tell you how amazing it was. It was amazing. It was so amazing. Apart from the songs, which the songs are great. I remember the lyrics. They all come back to me. All that stuff. These two people are a freaking inspiration.
You said something to you. said they married.
They are married. They've been married for over 30 years. Never mind. Not only are they married, he is 66 years old. She is 59.
Yeah.
And you would never know that from looking at them.
I saw from your photos.
You would never know that that's their ages. I was actually looking at them going, my God, they must be the same age as me because they look so young.
Yeah.
But how could they be the same age as me? Because I was a teenager when their music came out and they were definitely in their 20s. They've aged incredibly, the two of them. They look like they are still madly in love. They danced around like teenagers. They had incredible energy. He was very funny. I just want to say, and it melts my heart when I think about it, because I was right in the front. We met eyes multiple times, and he smiled at me and multiple times, and I literally melted like the chocolate girl. It was
well played.
Well
played.
Had to happen. It was incredible. One of the absolute top 5 concerts I've ever been to, and I've been to a fair amount.
Many. So I want to say something to you.
Yes.
Those top 5 concerts, 2 of them have happened in the same venue, the same setting.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if Aha's in the top 5.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hey, no, it's good. That's good. I'm a big fan of the venue.
Yes, the venue's
I'll
great.
go watch anything at that venue.
And yet you weren't there.
I was in Sun City.
Trying
to find
good reason.
Freddie Mercury's sex dungeon.
Okay, that's a good reason.
We're convinced that Freddie Mercury's sex dungeon is still underneath Sun City. I did find out something that my cousin's family, his dad was at the opening of Sun City and Jean-Michel Jarre played. I was like, I did not expect to talk to someone.
Wait, what year was this?
Right? When they opened Lost City.
So the Lost City was late 80s, 90s?
Early 90s, and Jean-Michel Jarre. I was like, I did not expect to have a conversation with somebody about Jean-Michel Jarre playing at Sun City. I remember he came.
I vaguely remember that.
Remember Jean-Michel Jarre?
Yes.
Keyboards, lights, he did everything.
He did the things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Deacon Blue, I missed out.
Fantastic. He's also an amazing storyteller.
Oh, that's awesome.
With his Scottish accent.
Oh, great.
Oh, so he tells stories and he's funny and, like I say, just so much energy. Their songs sounded, and it's so funny because I almost don't like it when it sounds like the album.
Yeah.
Because you want a live experience. But they sounded like the album.
But that's their style, though. I mean, they're not like overly produced or synthesized or anything.
No, exactly. They're playing real instruments and they so good. I don't know what else to say. It was just great. It really was.
I'm so happy you have better friends than me. Because I'm the worst.
No, you're not. You're really not.
Can I?
You might be the worst at getting tickets, but you're not the worst. Full stop.
Why? Put me in VIP. I don't even want it.
Why was I not good enough for VIP?
That's what I'm saying. You know what? In hindsight, so we're trying to listen. Sorry, guys, you have to listen to our boring admin. Paulo and Dori's admin. We couldn't even get to the same studio. You got to understand. In hindsight, there was another colleague of mine. We should have put you as her guest.
Oh.
In hindsight.
But then I would have been by myself in VIP.
No,
VIP you can go anywhere.
Yeah.
I could. Because I'll tell you, a lot of the VIP people were with us.
No, of course.
Because that was the best place to be.
With you, but full and free drinks. That's the difference. You see, you don't drink. You see,
I don't drink.
Dori doesn't even drink. Barrett doesn't even drink.
Barrett doesn't drink. We are useless, actually.
No, you're fantastic. You're there for the right reasons. Unlike me, who positions myself in front of house, because that's where you're going to get the best sound.
Right.
Right? Because the guys front of house got to hear the sound.
No, I have to say, as exciting as it was being right in the front and meeting eyes with Ricky Ross regularly, the sound would have been better further back, because I was further back the week before for Milky Chance and the sound was incredible.
Yeah.
The sound was not as good. Because the closer you are, the worse the sound's going to be.
But
That's
what do you
just
want?
how it is.
What do you want?
I wanted to meet eyes with
Meet
Ricky
eyes.
Ross, and that's
Meet
what
eyes.
happened.
Having a conversation with somebody yesterday. Lloyd Cole, is he coming here? Is it just a rumor? I know Barrett's
I don't
interviewing
think he's coming
him.
here. No, I doubt he's coming here.
No.
I doubt it.
Who knows? Okay, so another thing I'm bad at is gifts.
Right.
So rushed here today. Again, you got to know, very disorganized. Dom duas dias and Dori. Mainly dom duas dias. That I've had a gift from cousin Louis for you since November.
Are you serious?
It is sitting.
Is it chocolate logs? Because that's what he gave me last
That's
time.
what he gave you last year.
Yeah.
No, he finds things.
Right.
He would find Freddie Mercury's Sex Dungeon. I would like to give you a gift because I owe you a gift from November. But I found something I'm going to buy. Because this week, how many times were you sent this story? The George Michael monies. The George Michael monies. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes, it's beautiful.
the Royal Mint
It's beautiful.
has unveiled a commemorative George Michael coins. The coins show the late former Wham star and solo artist in his classic aviator glasses and earring, made famous. Don't worry, Dori, it's my chair. Made famous in his Faith video. So that's what, in his Faith video,
Yeah.
and they've released the coins. He now joins legends like James Bond,
Yes, I've seen the James Bond coins. They're
Star Wars.
beautiful. Not a fan, but yes.
Robin Hood has
I
coins.
haven't seen those.
David Bowie has coins. Rolling Stones have coins.
Those I've seen.
And Dame Shirley Bassey. I think that's amazing. Meant
Yes.
that George Michael gets a coin before Elton John. Does he have to die? Now, the Rolling Stones are alive.
Yeah.
Because
Well, not all of them, but yes.
I thought it's just one of these things, like Royal Mint is just going to go, coins. For everyone gets a coin.
I think it's not even like a specific commemorative year, because the James Bond, I think,
Exactly.
came out, it was a specific commemorative year, or there was like a reason.
Yeah. Star Wars was, it's all his reasons. So George Michael is not in.
Well, I mean, the reason is he was
He's
George
awesome.
Michael.
He's awesome. So,
I have to say, I'm not a coin person, but I looked at those coins and went, I could have this.
I'm a George Michael person.
Exactly.
This is the thing. So
Yeah.
they come in various denominations. I don't know if people collect coins. So there is the £5 called Brilliant, uncirculated coin
Right.
for £15.50. I've ordered it.
You've ordered it already.
I've ordered it.
Is that the one that's got the red on it?
No. Well, that one with the red on it.
Yeah.
So
Because that's one I liked.
The one is just silver. I can change my order because I'm pre-order. So you,
Right. Oh,
you,
you
you
can change
get in the line to pre-order. The one with the red and the black on it. So it's got London Town,
Yeah.
like the skyline of London behind him, and the top. Yes, so that's got color. That's £24.50, which is 600 Rand odd.
Right.
That's doable for a coin, but there's only 7,500 of those being minted.
minted.
There is one of. It's got more silver in it. Okay. 10 ounces of silver, that's 108
It's not like
pounds.
you're getting this as an investment. You're
No.
never going to get rid of it.
No, it's to do. You live your life by flicking the George Michael coin.
Right.
What should we have for dinner tonight? Heads.
What does George say?
Now, what does George say?
What would George do?
That's why I want it. I want it to live my life.
WWGD.
WWGD, that's what I do. I'd live my life by flipping the George Michael coin. Don't you think that's what he would have wanted?
Sure.
Should I play Last Christmas again? Heads, tails, I will. Doesn't matter.
Heads, yes. Tails, yes.
Ooh, there's a gold one, Dori.
I saw the gold one, and I mean, I'm not a fan of gold ever in any form.
Gold George Michael,
How much is that one?
£2,700.
Holy moly. How much is that in Rand?
60,000 Rand?
Sure.
Just under?
Yo.
Gold? Holds its value.
I like the look of the one with the red.
I also
think it's
like.
pretty.
So I think I should change my order then.
I think you should.
Comes on a nice card, George Michael on
Yes.
So I think I'm going to change my order.
How is it going to get to you? Courier.
Well, this is what I'm delayed on. So I've got people in London. My cousin works there.
Okay.
He comes over often.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps.
You sometimes go over to that side of the world.
I do sometimes go.
Ireland,
I do sometimes go.
Yeah.
I feel that shouldn't be the barrier.
No, that's not a problem.
I feel like I cannot make good decisions in my life. Mm-hmm. I feel I need George Michael to guide me. I feel like a George Michael coin to flip every time I'm indecisive is what I need. So it's not a want, it's a need. Right?
I mean, if that's what you're going to do with it, the silver one's probably sufficient.
Yeah. So with the colors, because you're quite right. Because when it flicks,
colours,
it's got to spin, and then you see the colors.
Also, the colors is what makes it different and interesting, I think. So,
What's on the other side of the coin? Andrew Ridgely, I hope.
probably not.
No, probably not. George Michael's butt. Hey?
In his denims.
In his denims, yeah, the little two tails. Yeah, that's your tails.
That's
your
what
tails.
it should be.
That's what it should be. That's if Dori and I were in charge of the Royal Mint. That's what it would be. But then I started wondering, what can I buy from the George Michael store with my George Michael coin? Right?
Right.
Don't you think? Like, that's a good idea.
George Michael money should buy George Michael things.
We live in a George Michael economy. They've tried Bitcoin. They've tried crypto. They've tried NFTs. Could George Michael currencies be any worse? So,
Yes.
I've now changed it. So, considering I get the £24.50 George Michael coin, if I go to the George Michael store, what can I buy?
For £24.50.
£24.50. Ooh.
No, but hang on. It's not a 24. How much is the actual currency of the coin?
Oh, you're quite right.
It costs you £24.50, but it's worth what?
£5.
£5.
£5.
What can you buy for £5 then?
Oh, okay.
A mug?
So let's keep
Is there a
scrolling.
mug?
No hoodies. No t-shirts. T-shirts are out. No, still scrolling. £40 is no. Ooh, cheapest mug is £20.
Wow.
So, unfortunately, wait. There's more stuff.
Okay.
There's more stuff.
Looking.
Accessories.
Yes.
No, not that mug. There's a £17
Poster?
mug. A poster? No, they prints.
Oh,
It's not prints.
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 Yes,
not
a
prints.
print.
Yeah. No, they're £125.
How much is the hip flask?
The hip flask is £100.
Wow. Is it pure silver?
A Faith tea towel? No, that's 15.
Oh, so close.
Okay.
That's the closest.
Not looking
You
good.
need 3 coins so you can buy the tea towel.
So George Michael currency, I'm not going to get anything.
No.
That's
You're going to get the coin that you're going to flip to make your life decisions.
I'm going to have the coin, and then it will help me make better life decisions. However, Dori,
Yes.
in this little rabbit hole that I went down, I found something very, very unexpected because I Googled George Michael store. Gives me georgemichael.com.
Right.
Okay. But I did find the George Michael pawn shop in Brakpan.
What?
On the
Let's just explain for our international listeners what Brakpan is.
Okay, every suburb, wherever you live in the world, you have that area. Okay, they're kind of like, that's Brakpan for us. Okay, wherever you live, and you go the part you wouldn't go. And listen, if you're in Brakpan listening to this, why?
Sorry.
There's roads. What are you still doing?
Why are you there?
Why are you there?
What are you doing with your life?
So Brakpan's that place for us. So we all have a Brakpan. But yes, there is a place called the George Michael Pawn Shop, and not
And hang on.
porn,
Yeah, it's
as in pawning.
porn.
So
PAW.
when I realize that my coin is shit and I can't buy anything, I will go pawn it for like a lawnmower blade. That's what I'll do. So on Voortrekker Road, near to the Sasbar Roadhouse in Brakpan, just down the road, is the George Michael Pawn Shop, and I am obsessed.
If the drinks aren't free at that roadhouse, what are we doing with our lives?
When you go in, you say, "But I want more for that." You got to have faith. Look at it on the outside.
Wow.
It's got a. Let's see if there's a George Michael sign. The George Michael Pawn and Second-Hand Shop.
I see a road trip in our future.
You,
You, me, and Louie. Yumi, Louie, and Barrett.
What can we find in the George Michael pawn shop?
Okay, let's just think about it. Is it because the owner's name is George Michael? Or do you think he's a huge fan?
I mean, the mind is boggling.
We'd have to go and find out.
I mean, the mind is
so far to drive to Brakpan.
It
It really is far.
It really is far. Like,
Yeah, especially from your side of town. It's like my side, I'm a bit closer.
it's far from everywhere.
It's far from, but it's
Brakpan's
really
even
far. And I know
North
this.
Brakpan
I know
is
this
far from
because I went
South
to
Brakpan.
Benoni recently. Don't ask why. I went to Benoni recently, and it was so far.
Yeah.
And Brakpan's further.
People in Benoni complain about going to Brakpan. That's how
if
far
we're
it
going to
is.
go to Brakpan, we might as well go to Springs and go and visit the Radio Rats because one of
Okay,
them still lives
let's just do that. Let's just do a full road trip because I now need to know so many. Did you name it after George Michael? Are you George Michael? Could we go, guys? Big news! Africa's #1 music podcast. We got George Michael. I mean, what are we talking about? Wham! What are we talking about? Could we find an Andrew Ridgely?
Probably in Brakpan. I don't know about in Brakpan.
I mean,
I bet you it's 2 O's and one is George and one is Michael. They're brothers or cousins?
they're brothers now.
They're cousins.
Let's keep hope alive.
Okay.
Let's keep hope alive that there is a man who owns a pawn shop in Brakpan called George Michael, and that
We could call them instead of going there. I do think we need to go there though.
I certainly need a photo. We're looking at the Google Maps image. I certainly need. Oh,
What
now
if
I've
we drive all the way
zoomed
out
in on
there
a
and
truck.
it's like no longer?
I mean, how
That's why we
recent
have
is
to
this?
phone to check.
How recent
We
is
have to
this?
phone and say, is that the George Michael pawn shop? They'll go, yeah. And we'll say, okay, what time do you close today? And they'll tell us and then we'll drive.
There's
We'll
a
just
phone
get in the
number.
car. We'll do a road trip. We'll pack some patkos.
I mean, what is around here? I mean, as we look at, it's close to the Sazbar Roadhouse.
We'll go and have milkshakes at the Roadhouse.
Good.
Yeah, milkshakes and chips, maybe.
Good.
What else is there?
Star Chemicals, Brakpan Auto and Tire, 1 of 15. Council Flats. It's all happening, guys. It's the Jubilee building across the road.
Doesn't look very Jubilee.
Yeah, listen, do not wear your nice stuff. Why?
But wear your moon bag. Do you know Barrett has a moon bag?
I have seen his moon bag. I have seen it.
Telling he's going to bring them back. He's going to bring them back.
Single-handedly.
Honestly.
He's going to bring
It's so useful. Why did they go out of style? It is useful.
It is. I think it's like the whole, because now kids wear it across their chest.
Yeah.
But you got to wear it fanny.
Yeah.
You got to like
And Barrett does. He
put
does
your
it
hands,
properly.
yeah, ruffle around in there. Don't have other people get stuff out of your moon bag though. Like that's your hands only.
Yeah.
Your hands only. Name on my sex tape. So. Movie time, Dori.
Yeah, finally. Jeez.
Did you hear last week Barrett spoke about Kids Incorporated, Mickey Mouse Club?
Yes, I never watched the Mickey Mouse Club
Spoke about
ever,
Kids
but of course
Incorporated.
I watched Kids Incorporated.
Kids Incorporated. And I
Yeah.
said to him, like, which were you? Like,
Yeah.
kids, whichever one.
And he'll never choose. He'll never
No.
betray one over the
I'm
other.
going to take Mickey Mouse Club, I think, every day. I went with Action Jackson.
Yeah, you did.
Carl Weathers. Fantastic B-grade 80s, I got to tell you. One of the best. Do you hear the line? He says to a guy just before he shoots him with a flamethrower, how do you like your ribs? Barbecued. Shoots him in the ribs with a flamethrower. I mean, really? Right? Oscars. That's Oscar stuff. But you haven't... Like we say, it's not a movie recommendation. It's an 80s themed multimedia experience.
Yeah, okay, let's go with that.
Just want to give a shout out quickly. Sorry, I'd need to do this as a favor in this 80s themed multimedia experience. Fantastic podcast called Critical Arcade, right?
Okay.
Local podcast. They talk about video games.
Cool.
They're in the Apple New and Noteworthy this past week.
Huh?
Doing great things. And this week they're talking about Mega Man. Mega Man, the 1988 video game. I loved Mega Man.
Okay. I don't know what you're talking about.
They went into more. That's why I say it's a multimedia experience. So
Yeah.
listen, give them a listen. Critical Arcade. If you like 80s videos games like I do.
Yeah.
Bought a Nintendo Switch. I only ever play the old Super Mario Brothers. Okay? Critical Arcade. Go look for it. in all your apps, 1988 Mega Man. Give it a listen. Promo swap.
Right. Nice. So when are you going to be on the podcast?
You know, I got to tell you, Dori, may not surprise you, I'm not the best at admin. So, when we first met, I knew that they did 80s video games reviews, and I said, I'd love to be on one. Maybe there's a crossover.
Yeah.
They said, well, in March, we're releasing a Mega Man. They planned their podcast so far in advance. They knew, like in November last year, that they're doing one now.
That's insane.
Yeah, and I was like...
I mean, we don't even plan ours at all.
They sent me a Google Doc that I could put my name in and everything.
Oh, my God.
I never did. I feel so bad. And then,
no, you should.
Yeah.
You should.
But like, Dori, there are people that plan their podcast months in advance. I don't even know what's happening at the end of the show. You know.
I mean, we literally started the show and I was like, I haven't got a movie prepared.
No.
Not really.
But
I'm phoning it in this
that
week.
kind of like on-the-fly style of ours is why we are the app for best music podcast. So,
because we're winging it.
Winging it.
So, Paulo, as you know, I've been working not 9 to 5, but 5 to 9 the last couple of weeks.
Wowie.
So I haven't had time to watch much. But I did watch something that's very new. And while ordinarily I would say it was just a nod to an 80s thing, this 80s thing is actually very important to this movie. So I'm going to talk about it briefly. It is the movie that literally everyone is talking about. And they're talking about it, and they're talking about a song from this movie, which is not the song I'm going to talk about. You have a funny look on your faces if you know what I'm going to say.
I know what you're not going to say.
What am I not going to say?
I'm not going to talk about a song of the movie that they're not playing.
Right.
Okay, right.
Okay, so the movie is Saltburn.
Right.
Everybody's talking about it. Have you watched it?
Everyone's talking about it. You know, I started watching it. There's a little bit of a weird sex Harry Potter vibe up front.
Yep.
When they're all meeting each other in school. I know it's all the thing. That guy's too weird for me. I cannot spend 2 hours looking at him. And I believe he gets nude. And I'm like, you are too weird looking. I can't even deal with you.
Okay. Well, there's one scene that maybe you can watch, which is the scene I'm going to talk about. Everyone's talking about how this movie has brought back Sophie Ellis-Bextor's Murder on the Dance Floor. It's a pivotal scene of the movie. She is suddenly flying again. Everybody wants to talk to her. Her song's, I don't know if it's number one, but it's flying high in the charts.
Yeah, she got more like...
This is a song from 2001.
Yeah. I mean, Barrett was saying like she's on Jimmy Fallon, she's on all the talk shows, and she was never on that before.
She's too busy to talk to Barrett, which is ridiculous.
No, I think she just wants to reserve all her energy because she's like, you know what, I cannot give you what the celeb savant needs. So we got it. Can you wait? And he goes, of course I can wait.
But yes, as you discussed on the show last week, she was one of his first interviews, like in the early days. So everyone talks about that song from that movie. I then watched the movie. It is not for everyone. I did find it very interesting. Cinematography is fantastic. Story's good. I found it slightly predictable, but it didn't matter. Some people say there's twists. Yeah, I guess. There is a scene in the movie. This is not even really a spoiler, but there is a scene in the movie that has a real 80s twist to it, but it's a very meaningful scene in the movie. If you understand the actual theme of the movie and the meaning of the movie, as opposed to it just being about a guy, because he dances around naked, by the way. There is a scene where they're doing karaoke. Have you heard of this?
No.
Okay. So
you see, I think like once a movie has dick dancing, not much gets mentioned.
Not much else gets mentioned.
Yeah.
Dick dancing. It's a great name for a band. Okay, so
also the name of my sex tape. I don't know why I'm on there today. I don't know.
You clearly are. So there's a scene where they do karaoke, and it's, if you don't know the basic premise, it's this weird, not rich kid who kind of gets friendly with this rich kid and ends up being invited to his home for the summer holidays. And it's that whole thing of rich and poor and the class thing. And I mean, these people are extremely unlikable.
Rich people usually are.
Yeah, not all of them. Most of them are just... But so is the other kid. He's also unlikable.
Okay.
So it's almost like watching Succession. where no one's likable. Did you watch Succession?
I loved Succession.
Exactly. So like
I
everyone's
hate everyone in Succession.
Exactly. So you kind of hate everyone in this movie as well. But there's a scene where they're doing karaoke and the one character calls on let's call him the poor kid, even though he's not, to come and sing a song. And he puts on Rent by the Pet Shop Boys.
Oh, yes. Nice.
He puts on Rent and this kid doesn't know the song. He's singing it and then he realizes, oh, you're making a dig at me because the song is You Pay My Rent. And basically he was saying, you're mooching off this family. You do not belong here. That you're taking advantage of them. They are paying for you to live here. Well, paying in inverted commas, but like they're letting you live here and have this lavish lifestyle. But, you know what the song, I mean, it's basically what the song's about.
Exactly.
So, and it's actually such a very interesting and pivotal moment. And I was just so happy that, wow, they've used a Pet Shop Boys song. Of course, no one's talking about the Pet Shop Boys song. They're only talking about Sophie Ellis-Bextor. So I needed to say something.
I'm so triggered.
I needed to say something.
Because, I mean, it's 50-50, right? One of these songs is going to become a hit.
Right.
And then, like, the Sophie Ellis-Bextor, fantastic. Lovely
that's
lady.
Just a hit because of the penis,
Yes.
I think.
So if he...
it's a great song.
So if he did Dick Dance to Rent...
That might have been the song that everyone
That would have been the
talks about.
song. That's everyone's
But I
getting
just
into.
thought I needed to say that, and that is, look, it is a movie recommendation. It's not but it's not for everyone. If you're very, very sensitive to gross things, because that's what I was warned that it was gross, so I expected it to be gory. It's not gory. It's gross.
Like what? Just fetish gross, weird sex stuff,
Yeah,
Freddie Mercury
kind
things?
of weird sex stuff,
Yeah.
but like gross.
Okay.
When I say gross, like bodily fluid things that you don't want to think about.
Okay.
It's all on the internet. If you just type Saltburn gross, I'm sure the answers will come up. But I'm gonna try and find that clip for you of the Pet Shop Boys scene for you to at least watch that. Because it's really, like I said, the cinematography is incredible.
That's all I need.
It's so well done. And I was so excited when I heard the song. And we're watching it all three of us at home. And my kid was like, what is the song again?
Oh, fantastic.
As if
Good.
like, they
Discoveries.
like it. And I was like, it's a Pet Shop Boys.
Discoveries.
Oh. No, well, I mean, I play Pet Shop Boys a lot.
Yeah.
So they'd heard it before. They just were like, oh, what is this again?
Well, now I'm just, now I'm even more angry at Saltburn, I've got to be honest. I mean, do we not have space in our charts for two songs being suddenly like having a revival?
Maybe it's because the Pet Shop Boys have also released a new song this year. And they probably want to promote that.
And they were like, yeah, listen, we're still doing the thing. Sophie Ellis-Bextor, she's still doing music, but we're, Okay, fantastic. Right, so now I get to get the benefit of Saltburn without having to endure Saltburn. Also the name of my 6-step. No, okay, that's the last one. I'll stop it. Okay, I promise.
I don't believe it's the last time at all.
I promise. Okay, Dori, that's good. I can't wait to watch that clip. You will share it with me. One of my favorite Pet Shop Boys songs, actually, by the way.
Me too.
I really like it. So, remember I told you about Plex?
Oh, God.
This new...
Oh, yes, you warned us that you were going to be doing Plex movies.
Yeah, this new, both suppository and repository of free 80s movies. I feel like with Plex, this is what I honestly feel like. I feel like I have walked into somebody's home, they've passed away, and I now need to clear their home of all their belongings, right? And they're a bit of a hoarder. And deep somewhere, I have found this box of old VHS tapes.
Right.
That I've gone, what are these friggin' movies? Like maybe they used to work for a video. Related. I found out that my mother-in-law in the 80s and 90s used to be a video store rep. So she worked for the distribution companies and used to go to all the video stores saying, which videos would you like? 10 of A-Team, 10 of Terminator, 3 of... Yeah, that's what she did.
And you only found this out now. How long have you been married?
Yeah, exactly. I think I was told this before, but it wasn't relevant because I didn't have an award-winning podcast to regale it on. So I think that could have been the thing. What a job. Talk about jobs.
That's a cool job, hey?
Try to explain that job to your kid, though.
Yeah.
What? People had to go to a shop.
An actual physical place.
To get movies.
With physical things that were big.
And they had to take them back. And they had to rewind them. What are you? Are you stupid? So anyway, I feel like that's what I found on Plex. God, Dori, the absolute gems on there. The gems. I'm going to tell you about a movie that, believe it or not, is not an ad for Coca-Cola. In fact, it has this really super long disclaimer at the beginning saying, I'll put it up, I'm not going to read it, that the Coca-Cola company is in no way related, endorses, gives consent to this movie whatsoever. Okay?
Wow, what did they do with Coca-Cola?
Because it's super satire. The movie is called The Coca-Cola Kid.
Okay.
Released in 1985, starring Eric Roberts.
Wow, okay.
Okay. So I'm going to show you on the screen the movie poster, if you would. One of the movie posters.
Talk
There
about
are numerous.
Saltburn.
Yeah.
Wow. That is. So hang on, is he blonde in the movie?
He's blonde. He's dyed his hair blonde.
Okay.
Okay, so in it, Eric Roberts plays this Coca-Cola marketing. Apparently the movie's done as a satire, but nobody gets it.
So how did they get away with it and then just the disclaimer? Do you know?
I'll explain.
Okay.
I'll explain.
Okay.
So Eric Roberts is this Coca-Cola exec. Absolute company man, believes nothing in the world is better than Coca-Cola.
This sounds like a friend of ours.
Yes, true story. He believes Coca-Cola is the best. The Coca-Cola company is the best. The Coca-Cola way of doing business. He is company man plus, right? He somehow ends up in Australia because sales are declining. He goes, this is nonsense. And he picks up one particular little town in the outback where they do not drink Coca-Cola. It's the only place in this whole movie that nobody in the world drinks Coca-Cola, which is quite plausible. And nobody knows it, right?
Right.
So he goes, I've got to figure this out. So he goes to the town, real outback town, and finds that the mayor of the town makes his own fizzy drink. Cola.
Okay.
Right? And he's like, well, you got to drink Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is the best. He's like, no, we will not drink Coca-Cola. It's not because I make it.
Right.
So now this war ensues. And he now pulls all the Coca-Cola marketing things, starts having Coca-Cola trucks come into the town. Coca-Cola Santas are all over the town. And the mayor's daughter, weirdly enough, works for Coca-Cola, but then also now follows him to this town. Anyway, she now gets obsessed with Eric Roberts and wants to do sex on him.
Right.
Okay. She is played, I've got to be honest, I'm a little bit obsessed with her. Greta Skaki.
Oh, I love her.
See? And she's a legit actress.
I love her.
She won BAFTAs, won Emmys.
She is gorgeous.
Gorgeous in this movie.
Yeah, because, she's older now. She's still gorgeous. She has aged extremely well. But back then.
No. Yeah. In this movie, so sultry. Like, that's the word for her, sultry. Yes. Then she was, like, White Mischief. That was a naughty movie.
Right.
I remember that was naughty. She was just in a lot of those movies.
Yeah.
She was
naked a lot.
Oh, in this movie, she's naked.
Yeah, she had no problem being naked.
Necessarily naked. She's always naked in this movie and just wants to do sex on Eric Roberts, right? She actually found out that they wanted her to play Sharon Stone's character in Basic Instinct.
That would have worked.
Yeah, would have worked. Yeah. She's sultry.
Yes.
You can just have to watch her in the trailer and you're like, yeah, I get it. I get it. Just, you don't know what it is, but she's got it, right? So she's the biggest name actress in there. It depends how you feel about Eric Roberts. And now it's this full-on war with the mayor of this town, the owner of this Coca-Cola company. He's got some bullshit story that why he banned Coca-Cola in his town is because he fell in love with a Coca-Cola model who is the mother of the daughter, and then she died. And then when she died, he hated Coca-Cola. Like,
look, the plot sounds horrific.
The plot's a nightmare.
Yeah, it sounds terrible.
In between, somewhere along the line, there's this weird side story about the one concierge or waiter at the hotel thinks Eric Roberts is a spy.
Okay.
Eric Roberts in all the hotel scenes is wearing the tiniest little shorts you've ever seen. Looks good in them.
Yeah.
Eric Roberts, good-looking guy. Good-looking guy at this point.
Not an ugly guy.
Still looking guy.
Yeah.
King of B grade, I've got to say.
Yes.
Like, if there was an Oscars for B grade, he'd always win it.
Imagine the rivalry in that family.
Oh, I don't even think they talk to each other.
I'm not a Julia Roberts fan. I'm really not. But she is like this mega star.
Mega, huge.
And he is literally the king of B grade.
Yeah. But I suppose
maybe he was okay with it. Maybe he's like, you know what? I didn't want that level of fame.
Or I couldn't be that. So, let me be the Julia Roberts of B grade. Maybe he's cool with it.
Maybe.
So this movie, a lot of shenanigans. It was why Coca-Cola were okay with it. So the movie was made as a satire because the filmmaker made satiric films.
Okay.
And I think a lot of people missed that this was satire because it doesn't fully lean into it.
Right.
Because it kind of looks legit, and it's kind of like, well, McDonald's funded Mac and Me, so maybe Coca-Cola did this. And the reason they never sued is because they're like, well, Coca-Cola actually comes out looking really good in this movie. We don't look like bad guys.
But they needed the disclaimer.
Right. But it is Coca-Cola, like even the Coca-Cola head office in Sydney is like Coca-Cola Plus.
So if you want to watch this movie, make sure, and you like Coca-Cola, make sure you got a fair amount to drink.
You're going to...
Because it's going to make you want Coca-Cola.
It's like, Super Size Me?
Yeah.
How straight afterwards you went to get a Big Mac?
Exactly. I mean, who didn't?
Yeah, it's like, shit already. Fuck. Yeah. I really want a Big Mac. You're going to like, I used to drink a lot of Coca-Cola, have not had a Coca-Cola in, like, if I've had one Coca-Cola in probably the past 10 years. Okay.
10 years?
Yeah. No, I'm
Show
completely...
me your ways.
Yeah. No, you just got to cold turkey it.
Yo, that's impressive.
I got to tell you something about the Coca-Cola kid.
Yes.
Oh, there's one scene where the sexed up lady, Eric Roberts, like ignores her advances. So she sets him up at all the 80s things. The worst thing can happen to an 80s male. Sets him up at a gay bar and has all her gay friends hit on him. Yeah. Even as one of the gay friends dress up as a woman.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's the worst thing could happen to an 80s man.
Exactly.
Oh, end up in a gay bar.
There goes your masculinity.
Oh, no, just terrible. So even that happens. That's how by the book this is.
It sounds pretty terrible. But I also definitely want to watch it.
Imagine everybody involved in this movie on coke.
A cola.
No, coke.
Ain.
Cocaine. And everything makes... Replace all the Coca-Cola for cocaine everywhere.
So is that the satire?
No, I think the satire is about corporate greed because this was made like
so
mid-80s.
Like, we're actually talking about cocaine.
We're trying to sell you cocaine. No, I think it was about like corporate greed and how these like big corporations take over. Eric Roberts is like this complete shell of a man who, and I think there's part of that where it's like he has nothing but this company. And even like now he goes and his woman loves him and she's got a kid and then it all ends up he becomes the father of the kid and everyone in the town. Like it's a really nice ending, but he doesn't... just doesn't, because without the Coca-Cola company, even though he's got this happy ending, he's still like, I love Coca-Cola. Like it's good because we all know people who work for companies like that love their company so much.
I know someone who works for Coca-Cola in the UK.
Is he a Coca-Cola kid?
He loves it.
See,
he loves that job so much.
Yeah.
He drinks so much Coca-Cola, it's ridiculous.
Oh, that's not good.
No, I know, but he loves the job.
Yeah. So he's the Coca-Cola kid.
He is.
That's your friend.
Yeah.
That's your friend. So get him to watch it. Somewhere in this, he goes, I know I'm going to get people to love Coca-Cola. In America, you've got the Coca-Cola jingles.
Yeah.
I'm going to do, because he goes on this hunt to find the authentic Australian sound.
Okay.
Okay. So off he goes. And of course he goes
it's a didgeridoo, isn't it?
Well, all that lazy stuff. Because there's just randomly an Aboriginal gentleman sitting outside the Coca-Cola building playing
right, with a didgeridoo.
A didgeridoo. I'm going to play you the jingle that they end up creating for this. I don't think anyone will mind me playing this.
Right. No copyright infringements.
There may be, but listen, the whole thing, if this gets taken down for copyright infringement, you're contravening the whole spirit of the movie.
Right.
And I'm doing it for educational purposes. I want to play you the song that gets used in the Coca-Cola Kid. This is the purely Australian sounding jingle that they land on.
You're looking at me expectantly.
So
That is very Australian.
what I forgot to put in there is that the only time he actually like succumbs to the young lady's advances and when she's dressed in the Santa Coca-Cola uniform.
Oh, that's a
And there's a
fetish that we won't even get
that's
into.
odd. That is odd. You know who the singer is? You won't know, but the singer of that and who composed that jingle?
It sounded very Crowded House-ish, I have to say.
Tim Finn from Crowded House.
I was going to say it sounds crowded, but they're more New Zealand.
He's New Zealand.
Yeah.
He's New Zealand. But, Americans, Australia, New Zealand, the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah, South Africans.
I was like, this is very Crowded House.
Yeah. So Crowded House.
Should have got Midnight Oil to do it. Would have had a bit more.
Yeah, a bit more oomph. But
Yeah.
would it have sounded Australian? Would you been able to put a didgeridoo? So that is my movie recommendation, The Coca-Cola Kid. Yours free to watch on Plex. Not a sponsored segment.
Is it free to watch on YouTube?
No, I couldn't find it on YouTube.
Damn.
It's kind of like it goes into that category of one of the like this an 80s movie you never saw but you got it.
Okay.
That's like a lot of
I
the
have
stuff
to say,
on Plex.
you've sold it quite well. I do want to watch it.
That's what I get to give you, right?
I do want to watch it, especially from that poster. Wow.
There are so many posters, and there's about 15 posters for this movie, right?
Okay.
And in most of them, Greta Skaki is naked.
Well, I think we should be able to find it on the interweb.
You should, if you look hard enough, it's there. Or else Plex, it's free. Plex is free.
Yeah.
Just download that. Download it. It's Plex. It's online.
I'm scared. I'm scared to get into Plex like you have.
No,
I'm going to end up
Dori.
watching so many bad things.
Dori, there are so many. Please just do. Please, you'll never have to go search for an 80s movie recommendation because there are so many.
Right.
Maybe I'll give you that challenge. Plex, just Plex.tv. I think that's what it is.
I'll check it out.
It's all there.
I'll check it out.
Coca-Cola Kid. You want some news on what's been happening in the 80s world with some of our favorite 80s people?
Of course,
I'm going to
always.
give you.
Always.
So a few weeks ago, we spoke about George Michael and his estate registering George Michael's appearance for use in hologram shows.
Yes.
Where ABBA do it. Freddie Mercury's estate is the latest to do it.
Right.
So are we in for a glut of hologram shows? There's two things I want to say on that. Firstly, I see that there's going to be a Freddie Mercury Queen tribute show at my local theatre.
Oh.
I may go watch it. Yes. There's one in the
Local theatre.
Well, the theatre.
The theatre.
You don't know where my local is.
No, I don't.
Johannesburg. It's my local. But you've got George Michael hologram.
Right.
You got Freddie Mercury hologram. We got, and I'm sure everyone's, listen, those two are going to do it. Everyone else's state's going to do it. Are we heading towards, based on the success of the greatest night in pop, are we headed towards a hologram version of Band-Aid, Do They Know It's Christmas?
Oh, God.
Are we going to get a Do They Know It's Christmas hologram version?
Why?
Why
Most of those
not?
people are still alive.
Kill them? Holograms? I'm just saying. Very suspicious.
I mean, has the song become un-PC?
You heard it? Well, maybe they got to fix it. They got to right the wrongs.
Change it. I still haven't finished watching The Greatest
Oh,
Night.
you got to do yourself a favor.
I haven't had time.
You got no. I know.
Working
Get your time.
5 to 9.
Bob Dylan. You're gonna love him. That's what I'm saying. I suspect that we are headed towards a hologram Band-Aid. A full-on hologram Band-Aid.
I mean, with dead and alive people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dead or alive. Dead. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
speaking of.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. I'm just saying.
Yes.
If it was me, that's what I'd do.
Maybe it's good it's not you.
Hologram the Band-Aid. Okay. Madonna.
Oh, God,
boy.
no. What has she done now?
Boy. So she was getting sued because she showed up late. People making fun of her because she's a 65-year-old lady. She's hanging on a bar, not looking great. She fell off a chair during her act. I'm going to play you this little video here, Dori. Look at that. So she's in a video. So she's in.
Did she fall or was she dropped?
So in this, she's on a chair singing, and a man in high heels grabs the back of the chair and runs off with her. But of course, he falls. Now, numerous things going on here. Firstly, she laughs. It's a bit of a joke. I mean, I'm sure she bruised. As you know, we get older, we bruise easily.
Yeah.
anyone in high heels should not be pulling you on a chair.
Probably not.
Don't do it. That's dangerous stuff because the chair's on its back legs. It's not even all four legs on the ground.
Where was this show?
This was in Seattle.
In Seattle, okay.
In Seattle. Because remember, she's getting sued in New York because she came late. Okay. And then now in Seattle.
So now it's going to be a thing that you're going to want to go watch Madonna live to see how she's going to fall.
What's going to happen?
What's going to happen?
It's just...
This was maybe a publicity stunt.
Possibly.
Chairgate.
Listen, I'm just going to say, when wearing high heels, do not drag old ladies around the stage. Madonna, why are you doing
maybe
this?
old lady shouldn't be being dragged around the stage.
But she's the boss, old lady. She's telling them to drag her around the stage. What is happening here? Okay?
Do you think she is easier to work for than, oh my God, Lizzo? The name I'm thinking, Lizzo. Remember the whole thing of Lizzo's dancers saying that she was so abusive and stuff? Who do you think would be worse to dance for, Lizzo or Madonna?
We've seen a lot of Madonna stuff.
Yeah.
She always does a bit of a prayer before. Mm-hmm. She likes a prayer, so to speak. I think that puts it in good stead. But Madonna, in terms of the one-named divas, I'd prefer to dance for. She marries her dancers.
She does.
She has children with them, so she obviously loves her dancers more than Lizzo. Lizzo hasn't.
Lizzo makes her dancers have sex, not with her necessarily.
Yeah. So I think marrying and birthing with your dancer means you like your dancers maybe too much, some may say. It
just struck me that, like these people have been known to be abusive.
You know what the thing is, though? So, even take them, equally, right? So, Lizzo's, relatively new, right?
Yeah.
Say 5 years. Okay? So, if I'm dancing for Lizzo within 5 years of her career, being big, and I'm dancing for Madonna within 5 years of her career. Madonna within 5 years of her career was the queen of pop, numerous number ones, massive icon, shifted the needle. And I'm going, you know what? You're being an asshole, but back to Pet Shop Boys, she's Madonna.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And
Pet Shop Boys did do a song called She's Madonna.
And nobody had any idea how long that career would last.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, I know you're being really abusive, but there's a chance that we could do a sex and you're Madonna. So I'll take it. It's fine.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Yeah. Madonna gets away. That's why. She drags people around in high heels. It's a whole thing. And we wait. Let's see what happens next. That is the concert. Eras tour. I don't care. I don't care what Taylor Swift does.
Yeah.
Let Madonna fall off a chair. You're going to hear about on that 80s show. Listen, fun. We picked it up 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Dori found a fantastic quiz. Guess the 80s song by the first line. We did 60% the other day. We are only on 12%. Okay,
so we've got to do more.
Let's get to 20%. Every week we're going to do it.
Okay.
Appointment listening.
Yes.
A feature.
You didn't do it with Barrett last week.
No,
I
didn't.
Missed a week.
I didn't.
Okay.
Because it's our game, Dori.
It's our game.
Our little, like you make up games with a certain friend and only you two understand the rules. It's like that, right?
Our secret language.
Yeah, secret language.
Got it.
Okay. So what it is,
yes,
it's a quiz called Guess the 80s Song by the First Line on pastfactory.com. And in it, you need to guess the 80s song by
the first line.
The first line. It's very easy, like snakes and ladders. Okay? Snakes, ladders, up, down. Easy, you got it, right. So, it's terrible because there's always a clue.
There's a visual clue.
You get a clue and it's all from the same artist. Right?
Yes.
So, it's pretty, This one, lovely photo of ABBA. Lovely. I mean, they're looking so ABBA-licious there. The line is, I don't want to talk. Dori, is that from Slipping Through My Fingers, The Winner Takes It All, Lay All Your Love on Me, or Super Trooper?
The Winner Takes It All.
The winner, Dori Takes It All.
Yeah.
Okay, released in 1980.
One of my favorite songs of theirs. What can I say?
Also love it.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm such a winner, and I do love taking it all.
Oh, it's a fabulous picture of Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie side-lying. While my friends, the time has come. Is this from We Are the World? Hello, Dancing on the Ceiling, or All Night Long, All Night?
All Night Long, All Night.
irresistible Caribbean influences of Lionel Richie. Well, my friends, my time has come. Next up, you were working as a waitress in a cocktail bar.
Oh, come on, guys. Way too easy.
Don't You Want Me, The Lebanon, Human, or The Sound of the Crowd?
Obviously, Don't You Want Me.
Don't You Want Me.
By the Human League.
The Human League. 1981. Fantastic song. Oh, a beautiful, beautiful Morton Harkett. We obviously got an Aha song here. The options are Hunting High and Low, Crying in the Rain, Take on Me, The Sun Always Shines on TV, and the first line is, We're Talking Away.
Well, Paulo, I think you should answer this question since you are obsessed with this song.
The thing is, as you would have noticed, I did not start with the song. I waited till people had settled and they were very comfortable, okay, and were ready to absorb the song. And I did not start with Take on Me. See,
Well done.
that's how you do it.
Yes, well done.
Who starts Take on Me? Anyway, go back, listen to the shows, you'll understand why.
That's Tears for Fears.
Ooh, that's Tears for Fears. Always looking like they're in a sexual health ad.
Really?
They always do. They always look like they're like giving wholesome, use condoms, no sex before marriage. Welcome to Your Life, Head Over Heels, Women in Chains, Mad World, or Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Oh, I'm a little bit. Do you know the answer?
What's the lyric?
Welcome to Your Life.
Yeah, I know it. It's Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
Ah, it is. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And you're right. Correct. Mm-hmm. And one more so we get ourselves to 20%. Dolly Parton. Ooh, this is going to be tough.
This is going to be tough. I was quoting 9 to 5 earlier.
You were. Baby, when I met you, there was peace unknown.
Come on. So easy.
From Jolene, 9 to 5, Wildflowers, or I get it now. I had to get the Kenny Rogers in my head.
Yes.
Islands in the Stream.
Of course.
From Islands in the Stream.
Hey, we got all of them right.
Of course you got. They're very.
They are easy.
Same artist, give me a picture.
But it's fun because
it is fun.
And I bet you that there's going to be tough ones coming up.
Oh, I think because we've only done the first 20%. Oh, I see Neil Simon's next. So
Neil Simon?
Neil Simon?
Neil
Simon
Simon?
and Garfunkel. That is Neil Simon from Simon and Garfunkel.
Simon?
Paul Simon. Of all the Simons. Simon and Simon. The name of my sex tape.
Okay, that's it. We have to end the show now. That's the end. The end.
Okay, there's the music. Everything that you heard on the show today can be found on that 80 Show SA Facebook page. Do not look for any of those sex tapes. They exist. You will not find them. So that 80 Show SA on Facebook. Join our WhatsApp channel.
What's up?
What's up? It's on the mobile telephone. And then you can call.
Call to say you love us.
Call us, say you love us, call me. I don't know.
Call to say hello.
I don't know. I got a fever, and the only prescription is more 80s. I wanted to open the show with that, I forgot.